Hello, YouTube. IDATEN here, and, what is this? No. Somebody, in the comments, right now, please answer my question. What is this Pick-a-Gift? Now, the last Pick-a-Gift we got was in the middle of July, right? Middle of July, it's the end of August now, so it's about the right time. The last Pick-a-Gift was a epic 10-day Pick-a-Gift, where they removed Day 1 gems for the first time in a year. They brought back the elemental jewels. They were doing something radically different, very different than what they've been doing for, again, an entire year. And granted, again, they lined up gems to baby Dragon, of all things, and which is kind of dumb, but it was kind of cool, actually. It was something different. It spiced things up. It got me curious, like, what are they going to do next? Are they going to keep this new list? Are they going to try new things? Are they going to experiment with all that? Like, last Pick-a-Gift was okay, but the potential it set up was amazing. What is this? Why did they go back to the same cookie-cutter formula Pick-a-Gift that they were doing for over a year? Why bring that back if they were going to do something different last time? Like, what was so special last time? No, seriously, what was so special last time that they had to do something different? Like, what happened? I'm legitimately curious. What happened? Again, and granted, again, a lot of cool things, a lot of things they tried out, and it's fine, but this Pick-a-Gift is kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird. Now, if I had to guess, this Pick-a-Gift is coming out to co-align with the current KC Grand Tournament that's going to be going on this weekend. Cool. But the weird thing is, normally, even though they don't announce the Pick-a-Gift is generally somewhere between every 6 to 8 weeks. That's generally when it comes out. Right. It's been 5.5 weeks. Do the math, we got the last Pick-a-Gift sometime around July 17th or July 18th. It is August 27th when this is coming out. It's later when I'm recording this, but regardless, it's been like 5.5 weeks, not a whole 6 weeks. Still, what is going on? Like, why did they rush this? Is it specifically the KC Grand Tournament? And if so, like, are they trying to, like, line this up with the next Pick-a-Gift? Which, if so, is that going to, like, co-inspire or co-align with, I can't talk. Is that going to go along with the Arc 5 World announcement or Arc 5 World release? Is there going to be another Pick-a-Gift to go along then, too? Like, and if so, is that going to be 5.5 weeks or 5 weeks? Like, what's going on? Are they going to try making this more often? Like, you got my attention. You're making me ask questions. Just do cool things. Like, fix your problems that you already have. And it's like, what is going on? Okay. Enough rambling. Enough speculation. This Pick-a-Gift. Now, this Pick-a-Gift, of course, is going to be recycling the previous cards, which are right. I kept the audio on. Let's turn that off. Great POSEIDON BEETLE, which is a level 7 insect beat stick. That's basically what it is. Not bad. It gives you an extra name. You probably did not... Well, actually, you probably did. Yeah, no, you probably already grabbed the first copy last time. It was brand new the last Pick-a-Gift, which, again, really cool. But this is your chance to get the second copy. Very nice. And or when a future ticket comes up, you can get your Glossy and whatever. Then there's Sky Pegasus. Now, Sky Pegasus was available before in an event where, I think a card flipper event, actually. So you already had a chance to get, like, 1 or 2 copies of this card already. And if you're new, this is your chance to get a new copy now. Granted, the last Pick-a-Gift lined this up with gems, so you probably didn't pick it up. So, again, this is your chance to get your second or third copy now. Not bad. Day 5. What the heck? So, let me explain this card. Let me explain Cyber Angel IDATEN. Now, if I had to guess why this card's here, it's because a while back they brought Cyber Angel almost to full power again off the ban list. With, I believe they brought Doniki back to 3. I think that's what they did, right? Yes. They brought Cyber Angel back to full power. So, putting this on the list now gives players a chance to basically get their second and or third copy with the next Pick-a-Gift to be able to actually, new players, to be able to play Cyber Angel at full power, which is cool, which is fine. But why? Why they pick a gift? So, for the longest time, the only way to get your first copy of IDATEN was to level up Alexis all the way. And that's how you got your first copy. And then there was no other way for the longest time. And then the pick a gift introduced this card for the first time. You're able to get your second and your third copy right away. Not bad. And then, of course, in between pick a gifts, they released card tickets that let you get glossy copies of the card, which, you know, is nice. It's nice. And, you know, and then it showed up again as a card lotto, not a card lotto, EX card shop that you can purchase and, you know, get as drops. Cool. This card has been brought up multiple times already. Why is it back in the pick a gift? Like, I don't understand that. That's crazy. Why? It's not needed. This could be literally anything else. Why is this IDATEN? Like, is it because it's supposed to be, like, so exclusive? No. No, they brought it back already. And more importantly, if you get that special ticket already, that gives you the glossy copies already, you can already get a glossy copy. You can get a better copy of this card than what's already here. So, in other words, this card, you can get a better copy of now with, like, special tickets. Or you can, or you already have those better copies. Like, there's no actual point of this card being here. There's no actual point. Like, this could have been literally anything else. And that's kind of frustrating. It's like, nah. But in any case. Now let's talk about the big card, Stealth Bird. Now, Stealth Bird is a very infamous card in the regular card game. Because its regular effect normally lets you inflict 1,000 points of damage, but in Duel Links it inflicts 500. Regardless though, it inflicts 1/8 of your opponent's life points. That's enough to poke, but it's not really enough to be mildly lethal. Like, if your opponent has any sort of life gain, it's not bad. If your opponent's running any sort of big beaters, they can beat over it. It's not super great, but there are some current strats right now where if you were to run My Valentine's Harpy's Hunting Ground, for example, and you were to set a card, technically, if your opponent's not running a big beat streak, again, this thing would have a 1900 butt, and your opponent wouldn't be able to run over it. You flip it down, you flip it up, and then you do shenanigans. Like, you tactically can do things with this card right now. It's not great, but you can do things. But another thing is, this card has already been available in, like, card flipper events, where you should already have gotten, like, 1 or 2 copies already. Fair enough. So in other words, even though this card's lined up with gems now, next time, if they keep this list, next time it won't be lined up with gems, which, you know, I hope they don't. So you'll be able to get your third copy, and the funny thing is, with IDATEN is a card where you want your glossy copy, because, you know, you're going to be playing this card. With Stealth Bird, you actually don't really want a glossy copy, or even prismatic. And the reason for that is you don't really get the points for glossy and prismatics if you set the card beforehand. If you flip summon it, you don't really get the points. Like, that's just not how the game just doesn't recognize it. So in other words, like, there's no point of having a high rarity card that you're going to be setting. It just doesn't work. So now would be a good time. But again, if they swap back to the 10-day list, which they've done that before. Like, a long time back, they used to have 2 different, like, pick a gift lists that they would swap back and forth every single time. If they swap this one to the 10-day list like they had last time for the Arc 5 anniversary, or Arc 5 release, then if this card is lined up with gems, then it's going to be like, there's no point. And even then, like, this card's not really good, not really worth getting any other copies of, because again, it's not, the problem with the card is it's very slow. It's very slow. It's not a flip effect, so it's a mandatory, you have to flip it face up. So you have to, like, do all these other things, and it's just, it's very slow for Duel Links. Even though, again, it's 500 damage. It's 500 damage. It's pretty decent. It's just, it's too slow. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's not that bad of a card. It's pretty decent. It's a very iconic card. Don't get me wrong. It's a very iconic card. Like, being able to set multiple of these things up and be able to burn your opponent multiple times, that can be very powerful if you're able to block your opponent or stall your opponent. If you can't, then it's just kind of Stealth Bird. But I'm rambling a little bit too much. Let's wrap this up. Day 8. Day 8, hardest day of them all. I do not know what I'm picking, but what do you think? Am I, like, pulling on strings here? Am I kind of, like, going into conspiracy theory realm? Am I thinking way too out of the box here? And more importantly, do you think next time will be 10 days? Or do you think they're going to keep this list for the next, like, year or so, and they're only going to bring around the 10-day list on occasions just to surprise people? Like, again, I'm a little disappointed. I'm very disappointed because, again, that was something very special and very different, and I don't know why they brought it up then. Like, they're bringing it up now because of the Grand Tournament, but, like, why? Like, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and honestly, hope you have a wonderful night.